Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about the power of words and how the words that you're using are influencing your subconscious mind and how the beliefs that you have subconsciously are influencing the words that you choose. So, when we think about the conscious mind versus the subconscious mind, only 5% of the thoughts that you're thinking are conscious and 95% of all of the thoughts that are happening and the way your body is responding is subconscious. So those subconscious things will control the systems in the body. They will impact, the choices that you make and your behaviors, and you'll have no idea that that's even happening. And so the words that you are using are really an expression of the thoughts that you're having. So your words are your thoughts being expressed. That means the words that you use are really your truth. And it's from that point of view that you take action in your life. So, like self deprecating humor, which actually was something I always used to do, self deprecating humor seems like it's funny, but it's actually really an expression of some not so nice thoughts that you have about yourself. So it's really not funny at all. It's a place to take a look. It's a common thing that people use or do, self-deprecating humor, and you may want to clean that up a bit if that applies to you. But the things to remember are that your thoughts become your words become your beliefs, the things that you say over and over. Your beliefs will shape your habits and the things that you're doing, and then the habits are going to create the results that you have in your life. So if you don't like the results that you have, then you want to go back to the beginning and start to change your thoughts. So here's some ways that you can do that. If you look at three different phrases and how they impact and influence our outcomes, and then just start to look at the phrases that you use. So if you use a phrase, the phrase, I have to get in shape, I have to um, take care of this for my kids, I have to cook dinner, I have to go to work. That phrase is very disempowering. It feels like an obligation. So that the feeling that you get when you use those words is an obligatory feeling, and it puts you in the position of a victim. So it's a victim word, and it makes you feel like a victim. One step up from that is the phrase, I want to. And that does shift the energy up a bit because it focuses on the future. I want to get in shape. I want to change jobs. There's a focus on the future, which has an element of, anticipation potentially. And so the emotional energy around that is a step up from I have to, but we can go even better. We can go to I choose to. And the phrase I choose is an empowering phrase because it gives control to the speaker. When someone is consciously choosing to do something, it's because they want to and because they have the control to do it. So if you say, I choose to exercise every day, that's very different than I have to exercise every day. If you say, I choose to eat healthy because I know my body feels better, that's a whole different energy than I have to change my diet because I don't feel well. I have to because. So think about the phrases that you commonly use. Think about how you speak about yourself and if you do use deprecating humor. And let's start to shift all of that. Okay, so as we're acknowledging, the words that you use will determine the emotions you have around that particular subject. And so if you feel empowered and in control of your diet, your lifestyle choices, because that's what we're focusing on together, but it can be around anything. It can be around, a relationship. I have to, talk to my partner about this. We have to communicate better. That kind of feels like you almost can't communicate better. Like we have to do it like it's a burden. But If you say, I choose to open up communication because I care about this person and I know we can be closer, that again has a whole different feeling. So it's going to influence your beliefs and shape your thoughts and what actions you're going to take and take powerfully. So let's look at another example of this. This is an assignment I invite you to take on. I want you to think about an area of your life, finances, health, relationships, whatever you want to choose. I'm going to say finances because that's not what this program is about. This program is about health, and I want you to do the work. So I'm going to do finances, and you'll have to just use this as an example. So, what are the first 5 words that pop into your mind? Don't filter it, don't change it, but the first 5 words that come into your mind when you think of finances. So, you might think irresponsible, scarcity, lacking. I don't know, I'm unclear, I'm not really sure where my finances stand. Um, Anything like that, whatever your first 5 words are. And now I want you to imagine a little girl, a 6-year-old girl, standing in front of you, looking up at you. Her eyes are big. She's staring at you. Take in all the details about how she looks. What color is her hair? What style is her hair? Does she have long hair? Is it up in a ponytail? What is she wearing? What color are her eyes? So take in all the details of this little girl, and as you're looking at her, I want you to say to her all the words that you just said to yourself about the topic of finances. So irresponsible, lazy, lacking, scarce, anything that you just said, I want you to say those words to her. And look and see how she responds. What's the look that she gets on her face? Just take a second and really take that in. Okay, now I want you to put that child on your lap, give her a hug, wipe away her tears if you made her cry, tell her that you love her. Now use different words to describe the same thing. What words could you change? Could you say things like, you're learning, you're getting better, I can see your effort, you're making progress. Finish by telling her, you're not there yet, but you are getting better every day. And so here's a list of words that you can use and swap out. Think about some of the self talk that you have, um, around any area of your life, and see what words you can change out and make more powerful, and choose the phrases that you're speaking around this area. Okay? Great job. Um, Thanks for taking that on, and we'll move on into our next part of your program.